So I continued driving down the road, and they told me that they're going to take me and let me be somewhat conscious during this one, which I was very happy about. They tried to come see me in person one time, and I ran away because it was scary to me at the time. Still, I wasn't expecting it, but and I always tell them, just don't jump out of nowhere and scare me, because I don't want to be scared. But our nature is to be, for whatever reason, we're a little jumpy about it. Probably just because it's new. And they've told me actually that they actually still encounter species sometimes. It's something they deal with where they run into things that they're scared of. They just the sight of it kind of startles you. I'm driving down the road and they say they've taken me and all that. And in a quick moment, I ask for help and tell them I think there's something wrong with my body and I need some help with a few things that I'll keep personal. So they said, hang on 1 second. They checked it out apparently and said, all right, hold still. And just told me to keep being calm and hold still, and so I did. And they just kept reminding me to stay calm, and then I felt a real strong pressure at a particular part of my body. I don't want to say where the implant is, it just doesn't seem like the right thing to do, so I'm not going to. And they asked me if I hurt, and I said I can feel pressure, yeah. At that point they were real kind about it, does it hurt too much? Are you okay? We want to make sure you're all right. And I reassured him, like, no, guys, I'm completely fine. I'm calm. There's no problem at all. I was sending a message to my heart to just have a nice, steady, resting pulse. And I said, I'm totally fine. Thanks for asking, though. I said, okay, well, we're almost done. And then the pressure went away, and they gave me some instructions on what to do with it, sort of what the recovery time would be, which they said would be 2 days. I'd be feeling pretty lousy because the body tries to reject anything new that's in it. Even their technology hasn't overcome that. It's just something the body does. And then on the third day, which would be today, I'd be feeling good, and I am feeling good today. I'm feeling great today. And then after that, the implant will start really taking effect and will help me out a lot. But so then they told me it was over. I'd say the whole thing lasted 3 to 4 minutes tops. I saw something look like it flew away, sort of. But I don't know if that was a ship or something else. It was the state I was in, almost an entire zombie-like state is what I'd say. I mean, I'd been sedated, just like a zombie pretty much. But I found my way home. I think they have a way of putting the body on autopilot so the car doesn't crash or run into anything. And I don't really remember driving home too well. I mean, I kind of like the whole thing. It's sort of all a little cloudy. But I get home, walk through the door, and my wife's worried about me because I'd been gone for 4 or 5 hours apparently. Kind of started telling her what happened a little bit, and she was supposed to massage the general area where it was done. And so she did, and I went to sleep. And the next morning I woke up, and God, I felt awful. I was vomiting, and it's just my body's normal response to a foreign body being inside it. It's just trying to reject it however it was. But I felt lousy the whole first day, just low-level nausea all day, vomited several times. In the evening, God, I was violently vomiting. It was really bad in the evening. I got to the point where I think it was on the next day where I was trying to throw and I couldn't. It just killed me. So that was really miserable for a while there. But they told me that would happen, and each time as I did it, during both those days, they told me, just don't overexert yourself. They kept reminding me, as though you've just had a surgery. You don't feel like you have, and you aren't acting like you have because you don't recall going to a hospital or anything. But the same, act like you just had a minor surgery. So I did. I rested, like they said, relaxed, and in day 3 now I'm feeling great. Haven't had nausea all day, just like they said it would. So the second day my wife was massaging it, and she found the incision and then the actual implant as well. Actually, I found it the day after, just feeling the area where I knew it was, and there it was. And it's not the first time I've been implanted. It's kind of near the surface of the skin now, and last time muscles grew around it to sort of hold it in place, or protect it, I guess. So I'm assuming that'll happen with this one too. It's actually a very close place to where my last implant was that I got this summer. But my wife could feel it, and she believes all this stuff at this point. She's been around me long enough to know it's all genuine and true. And I mean, you spend enough time with me, you can't question it anymore. But yeah, we're both able to feel it. It's the size of a pea, I'd probably say, no bigger. The incision, it's like there's a bump there too. It's like they have something they put underneath the skin to keep it from opening or bleeding. But it works great, better than stitches, and it's very, very small incision, very small. Maybe I haven't seen it. My wife found that little bump under it and saw the incision on top. And that's the gist of it. I really don't want to go into what it's for. Some elements of this I want to keep private, and I feel I have the right to do that. I know I do, so I'm going to. But I just wanted to let you guys know what the experience was like and all that. And this one I'm really happy I have. It was the first one I've gotten really understanding what happens, and it left me really aware, which was nice. So, so that was it. I mean, it's as simple as that. Like a little procedure at the hospital you go to. It was quicker. It hurt much less. The vomiting was bad, but I've had that happen before. It's just my body's normal response, and can't really get past that. Trying to reassure my body that it's something there that helps out. I did that last time, and that kind of helped out. I had a lot of pain in my joints last time. I didn't get that this time, not yet. But I didn't get the vomiting last time like I did this time. So that's what it's like to be implanted by aliens, everybody. At this point for me, it's not really scary. I guess it's not really scary. I mean, it's normal. And I'm thrilled to have it. This one should really help me out, apparently. So that's good. That's really good. I'm very, very grateful for it. Very grateful.